developed by the EU flagship Human Brain Project. As mentioned already, there are more than 5,500 registered users with user accounts, and you have received an email yesterday evening with a link to the registration website. And if you are interested, you can register there, and this will make it easier for you to use the cloud resources of EBRAINS today and to follow actively the hands-on sessions. If you don't want to do this, it's also possible to download everything to your local computer and run things on your local computer. I want to give you a very short overview of this infrastructure in case you are not familiar with it. It provides a lot of functionality and services. One important service is a knowledge graph. You can reach it via the URL here below. And this enables to find not only data sets via, for example, keyword search, but also computational models and software. It is based on a graph database, as you can see here, and also utilizes metadata schema, Open Minds, that is being developed within the Human Brain Project. And you will see a session by Libert Zehl today about this project and how to use the schema for data annotation. The knowledge graph can be queried programmatically or via graphical user interfaces, which makes finding and reusing data, models, and software very easy. Then another functionality of the EBRAINS platform is the so-called collaboratory. This is based on wiki technology, and you have received with the email yesterday evening some links where we prepared collaborative workspaces with a lot of material that will help you during the workshop. This is just one example. You received another link, but you can use this resource. And I think it is even available without the registration for you. In these collaborative workspaces, there's a possibility to use a so-called drive to store data, and we also make use of this functionality during this workshop. So there are already a lot of data and scripts stored. You received also a link for this that can be used during the tutorial. Also, for convenience, within the collaboratory, you can use Office tools, for example, Word, to document your work. There's a cloud environment that we use for the collaboratory and for other services. And also importantly, there's a high-performance computing backend available that is supported by 5 supercomputing centers, the so-called Phoenix Consortium. You will see a couple of workflows and services that have been integrated with these core functionalities of EBRAINS today around, for example, the virtual brain. Here on the right side, the light blue boxes indicate some of those software components that you will see today during the course of the workshop. And as you will also see, they are fully integrated with the core functionalities of the EBRAINS platform. You find that these resources are also described in detail in this new image publication that came out this year. And I just show you a few highlights so that you can get an understanding how that looks like. So for example, you can run the virtual brain directly in the cloud as a cloud simulator via the EBRAINS portal. You find the virtual brain website, and there are several services, including the cloud simulator. This is now the desktop application running in the cloud. So it's very easy with your credentials for EBRAINS, you can directly access the cloud simulator and then run simulations using EBRAINS compute infrastructure. And the feeling is as you would do it on your own computer. Then we have the integrated automated workflows, and Michael Schoner will talk about this in more detail. They are available in the form of Docker containers and orchestrated workflows, including encryption of the data and sandboxing to protect them from unauthorized access, which is important because of GDPR law in Europe, General Data Protection Regulations. You will also see how the data will be annotated as a line schema, either as part of the pipelines, or we will also get a more detailed sessions as mentioned by Lubert Sale today. Here you see an example of such metadata, a file tree structure, and this helps to make the data discoverable in the graph database of EBRAINS.
I have a meeting going on.
Okay, please mute yourself. We hear someone speaking. Thank you. Okay, I think there's still some noise in the background, so please mute yourself. Then there also one focus point will be multi-scale co-simulation using different simulation frameworks like the virtual brain large-scale simulator, coupled with microscopically detailed simulators like NEST or Anarchy. We will get some sessions, hand-on sessions today on this, and also see some use cases. And it's even possible to couple large-scale brain simulators with pathway inventories that contain information at different degree of resolution, including subcellular, molecular pathways, which can also be integrated in these simulations. And last but not least, also enabled through EBRAINS and the REST APIs, it is possible to link the simulators with additional sources of information like the digital atlases that also come with spatial annotations that I think also Luba will explain in more detail, so that it will be very easy. Like you see here, we have the receptor densities of the digital atlas and EBRAINS, and they can be easily included in brain models and inform the parameterization of a full brain model. So it will be a really rich program. This is a full agenda. You will also see some general research data management tools presented by Thomas Wachtler and Michael Sonntag at the end of the workshop today. The last sessions, you will get insight in the analysis of electrophysiological activity data and tools that have been developed by the Jülich Research Center. So it will be very diverse and extremely full. It will be a tight workshop. We only have a 20 minutes lunch break. So I hope that you nevertheless can follow the full day. And there will be hands-on sessions. So it will be not just frontal presentations, and I think it's pretty interesting. So I hope you enjoy the day. And with this, I hand over to the first speaker.